Hey, I hope you're having a great start to your day, and thanks for joining me as I review Jewel Fever 3. Let's talk about Jewel Fever 3 and we'll dive into the gameplay and how it works. So, as far as gameplay, it's a matching puzzle-based game where you're going to have multiple different modes that you can select to base play the game, and you're going to be just trying to match three kind of gems in a row. And for the main kind of game mode, you just have a time limit to try to match the required gem cost that the level has to proceed you to the next level. Now, the levels kind of just go on as long as you can last, creating more and more difficult challenges along the way as far as just simply how you have to gather more and more gems. Now, unfortunately, it doesn't do anything in regards to a lot of like matching games where if you get 4 of the same one in a row, you get a power or it clears out multiple bricks. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have any of that content here, as well as the content here is kind of all over the place. There's a mission mode where it's just collecting a certain amount of gems in time, which you'd probably be best to just keep playing one player mode. You can play against the AI and have a mode where you're just kind of competing for score in a certain amount of time, which you can see here. We'll kind of play this while I keep talking for a bit. Unfortunately, it leaves you with kind of a lackluster experience because honestly, even with like the easiest AI to play against, I would still think that they could be decently smart enough to make some matching pairs. As you can see, I don't even really have to pay attention, and it's not much of a struggle to stay ahead of this AI. And it kind of takes things in the game kind of out of that enjoyable perspective of, match games. As you can see here, like I'm going to match 5 in a row and I get nothing for my efforts here. So it's kind of just some lackluster missing components that I feel aren't here in the game. Now let's talk about the graphics and visually how the game looks. It's a gem looking game and everything looks like gems, so it kind of holds its theme and stays on brand to itself with how that goes. There's not much more really to talk about the visuals. I like how the gems have a aesthetical sheen to them in a way, and I like the overall music and sound design that accompanies the game. It's just kind of like a peaceful, relaxing puzzle game that you can sit and enjoy. As for my overall impressions, I think the game is missing some core components of some matchmaking style games. The one player mode is basically the mode you're only probably ever going to touch. Mission mode is kind of bland. AI isn't that smart. You can play locally against what's probably going to be your most competitive game if you can find someone to locally play this game with. Online multiplayer, I have tried to matchmake and can't find a single person, so unfortunately those efforts are just left unwitty. And it kind of just leaves wanting more innovation and kind of less blandness for what's here. Like, it's Jewel Fever, and I never feel like I'm in a fever for jewels. Like, there's no incentive to sit and score a ton of stuff, and it's really kind of lackluster and bland. And that's kind of my take on this game. I think it's bland. So, let me know what you guys think of my review down below in the comments. As always, I appreciate you hanging out with me, supporting my channel, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. And that's the end of the video. As always, I appreciate you choosing to take a little bit of time out of your day to hang out with me. If you've been supporting this channel, I appreciate it. Thank you so much. If you're new here, I hope you consider joining me on this ride, subscribing, to try to upload daily gaming content. As well, don't forget to comment below, let me know what you thought of the video. Until then, have a great day.